All right, everybody, if you remember on a previous episode, Sergeant Paul Tapau was here. He is here once again. And Sarge, last time we were talking about how residents can be safe with kids going back to school. We didn't really anticipate the weather being this negative this soon. So fortunately, we haven't had like severe weather, but there has been a lot of wind, a lot of rain. We've had a couple thunderstorms, and maybe at least once in the last week there's been some lightning. So what should Island residents need to do, whether they're dropping their kids, whether they just see students going over there, in terms of school and with the weather being what it is?
Again, alluding back to what we discussed last week, the expectation of the opening of school, the inundation of traffic, and now to incorporate weather into the equation, it really is, we become creature of habits as we drive and everything. And that's one thing that we stress, is that you break away from the norm and you understand and you adapt what's out there. The school buses, the heavy pedestrian, the heavy traffic by school areas and everything. So now that we've incorporated inclement weather, it is really important that we as motorists practice safer driving, conditions, whether it be slowing down because of the fact that rain is upon us or the roads are still slick, because of the fact that we fall into the monsoon season or the wet season. You should be expecting more of it and more to come. And as we make our way towards the school year, we're going to have an understanding now that this is factored in. The weather, how do we prepare for it? Again, it's all about timing, preparation, and of course, planning and how we're going to make it on time to drop off our kids safely, and of course, to their designated school.
I've always had a question, Sarge, because I know you spent a lot of your career in highway patrol.
Mm-hmm.
It was a job you did very, very nobly. When the rain gets really bad around here, Guam's got like 5-pound raindrops, and it comes down really hard in sheets. Could I get in trouble if I'm a motorist and I want to put my car like on high beam?
No, you're providing visibility, and that's the most important thing.
Because what I don't want to do is also like endanger other drivers or pedestrians and everything. But if visibility is like so bad, is there anything like legally against that?
No, absolutely not. And that's a good question, because of the fact that it's daylight hours and everything. What you're doing is you're providing visibility for the motorists to see you, not opposite of the fact that you need visibility to see the road. You want motorists to see you, because it gets daunting when you're behind the wheel and there's heavy rain hitting your windshield and you can't see 5-10 feet in front of you. So the best option is to provide visibility for yourself so that you're safe. And again, reduce your speed at least 15 miles below the posted speed limit, and that way you provide a safe braking distance for you to stop in the event of a hazard that presents itself in front of you, or you can also forewarn the motorists who are traveling behind you so that they can safely come to a prudent stop, so that a crash doesn't occur.
All right, very well. Do we have a crime of the week this week?
Yes, absolutely. This is a robbery that occurred in one of our game rooms actually it's right out here in Route 16 Army Corps Drive.
All right, Harmon is our home, and we like to keep our neighborhood safe. So here's what you can do to help out. On Wednesday, August 15th, officers assigned to the Tumon Precinct Command responded to the Winter Game Room on Route 16 Army Drive in Harmon in reference to an armed robbery. The preliminary report suggests that around 4:40 in the morning, the game room attendant heard loud bangs coming from the game room, noticing an unknown male using a metal object trying to gain access into the gaming machine's money box. Seeing what was occurring, the attendant proceeded to confront the male, when the male suspect then threatened the attendant with a metal object. Fearful for his safety, the attendant proceeded back into the cashier's cage and called police, with the male suspect successful in opening the money box and taking an undisclosed amount of cash. The male suspect was seen leaving the game room and was seen driving southbound on Route 16 in a white sedan. The suspect was described only as having a slim build, standing about 5'5", and was seen at the time wearing a camouflage jacket with blue jeans and a black mask. Guam Crime Stoppers is reaching out to the community for their help in reference to this case. If you have information about this or any other crime, please call Guam Crime Stoppers 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 477-4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference. All right, we really do appreciate it. This is us personally, because this is Harmon. This is where we live and work, and we really want to help solve this crime, so thanks a lot. So is there anything else people should know as far as when it's raining, little ones are being shuttled to and from school, and is there anything we can do to help as as residents?
Slow down, drive extra cautious out in the roads, and just adhere to the traffic rules and regulations that's there for us. And of course, respect other motorists, as you're seeing firsthand. The first day of school was a real challenge for commuters to and from home, school, and work. So again, anticipate it. Again, we become creatures of habit. As we move forward towards the school year, it'll get better. So yeah, exercise caution when you're driving, slow it down, and anticipate, factor in weather into your daily commute.
All right. I also want to say welcome back to school to you too, because I know you spent the first day of public school back on campus and in classes, like welcoming kids back, but also letting them know that you're there for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We did a campaign, the High Five for 5-0. It was, one of the things that we like to do. It's part of our community-oriented policing strategy, and of course, it was very welcoming to the kids, parents, and of course, faculty and staff for the respective schools, showing that a partnership is always there with the Guam Police Department and of course the Guam Department of Education. So you'll be seeing more of us.
All right, we can't wait to look forward to that.
Absolutely.
All right. He's a big guy with a big smile and an even bigger heart. Everybody, Sergeant Paul Tapao. We will be back after this.